If you're trying to get into digital marketing industry and make a career, you probably are lost in the maze of terminology of SEO, programmatic ads, display ads, meta ads, affiliate marketing, and so many other terms. Whenever I'm trying to learn something new, the first thing I want to understand is the bigger picture so that I can decide where to begin. And at every stage of my journey, I know where I stand. And that's why I created this video. I'll give you a walkthrough of the whole industry, different modules, and different career options available in 2025. By the end of this video, you will exactly know what are the different career paths and which one is right for you and which one pays well. I'll tell you the skills needed and the typical tasks that people do in each of these roles. If you're new to the channel, my name is Owais Ahmed and I have been teaching people how to get into this industry and how to be successful in this industry for past 8 years. So if we talk about digital marketing industry, so that typically it can be divided into 3 different fields. So the first one, paid, the second one is organic, and the third module would be hybrid. So let's focus on each of them one by one. Let me first go to the paid section here, okay? So when it comes to paid media, this is probably the field which is most exciting in my opinion, and this is the field where you make a lot of money. All the new companies, startups, or the big companies who are in growth phase, they rely heavily on this. New companies, startups, this is like the first channel they go to. So the first one here we have is PPC. What PPC basically means is pay per click, and some people call it SEM, which is search engine marketing. These guys, or this module, focuses completely on advertising on search engines. In most of the cases, it's Google search, but it can also include Bing search ads or any other kind of search engine ads. In this module, you will see like PPC executive or PPC manager or anything related to PPC director in certain big companies who spend a lot of money on this. So in this role, the key skills these people have are like they do keyword research, they come up with search ad copies. So all the ads you see on Google search, the text ads, these are the guys who handle those campaigns. So they have to come up with the keywords that are required to run that campaign. What keywords should be removed from our existing campaign? What keywords should be added? And a lot goes into budget management, what kind of bidding strategies we use. And the tools these guys use are something like SEMrush. They use Google Keyword Planner, Google Ads to run search campaigns, Bing Ads, and other ad platforms, as well as Google Analytics is a very important part of their job role. They have to see the post-click behavior for each keyword, campaign, ad set, and things like that. Whether you are an e-commerce brand or any other brand who relies on traffic from Google search, these are probably one of the most important guys. So the second channel we have within paid media is basically paid social. Don't confuse it with social media marketing. These are the guys who run campaigns on social media platforms, but paid campaigns. For example, any ads you see on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, these are the guys who run those. Now, paid social is a very interesting channel because you have to be it includes more creative thinking than, let's say, SEM and PPC in general, because coming up with let's say a video ad, a creative for paid social, which will run on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, or Snapchat, there's more creative thinking involved than PPC and SEM. And there's a lot of creative testing that happens in paid social. And a lot of brands basically rely on paid social apart from PPC, because PPC, there is a limit that how many people are searching for the brand, the keywords related to your product and services. But in terms of paid social, easy to scale because there are massive audiences. Everyone is on social media. So a lot of budgets and most of the companies goes to paid social. So you will see that paid social teams are much bigger than PPC teams on an average. There are a lot of agencies, there are a lot of small companies who have the same people who are working on their PPC as well as paid social. And the key skills needed for paid social are basically you need to be a creative thinker. You need to be someone who can basically decide on what kind of tests we can do in terms of audience, in terms of creative or other things like budgets, bidding. It's a bit more complicated. And when there is somebody looking for paid social, in almost all cases, you will be responsible for the Meta campaigns. You'll be responsible for running campaigns on TikTok, running paid campaigns on LinkedIn. So this is probably a wider field. And keep in mind that these guys, paid social guys, they are not responsible for creating the content, publishing the content, organic content on the page, replying to the comments. That's a different team which we will discuss in organic. The next we have is basically display, app, and programmatic guys. Almost all cases, it's the same guy who will be responsible for display, app, or programmatic ads. A lot of people are super specialized in just this one. They can run display campaigns, and they can run app campaigns, and they can run programmatic ads. Programmatic ads is like one level next. In programmatic, you need to have understanding of different DSPs. You need to have understanding different deals you do in programmatic. Let's say programmatic guaranteed, preferred deals, open auction. And you will see these roles in only big companies who invest in display advertising or app campaigns or programmatic ads, because not most of the advertisers you will work for or small agencies, they will not use programmatic ads. Now, in terms of demand, I would say right now there is a huge demand and a lot of jobs for paid social, followed by PPC or SEM, and then followed by display, app, and programmatic. I'm talking about number of jobs available in the market. But then the other side is there are very less people who are basically specialized in display, app, or programmatic. And in terms of skills, when you talk about display, app, and programmatic, you need to basically have an understanding of how app install campaigns work, how app engagement campaigns work. They have different metrics they track basically. And then in programmatic, you need to even have more knowledge about different DSPs like DV360, Trade Desk, and DMPs. And there are a lot of tools that are used basically within display. Nowadays, you might hear a word called AdOps. I'm an AdOps executive. I'm an AdOps manager. What that basically means is it's a subset of programmatic ads for the guys who don't run the campaigns, who don't buy the media. They basically set up in the backend. They set up the campaigns in different kind of ad servers like Campaign Manager 360. We still have to go to organic, hybrid. We are still in this paid media. And the last one within this paid media is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing generally works on this revenue model called pay per result. Only when you see the results. If you're a company, you want app installs, you want people to register on your website and do the first order. Now you only pay for those results in affiliate marketing. Now, one of the important skills in affiliate marketing is you need to have understanding of these big affiliate marketing networks and platforms. Let's say Impact or Partner Stack. These are the technical skills you need. Then you need to understand how to draft different kind of contracts with different affiliates, and how to track them, how to use UTM tagging, how to provide tracking links for each of them, how to track them later in your analytics so that you avoid fraud and you only pay for the results. Then again, something very important in affiliate marketing is you need to understand how to negotiate different commission structures. And then again, you need to have an understanding of how to manage these affiliate partners, as well as make sure that these affiliates are all basically following your branding guidelines, because these affiliates are not your company employees. So it becomes even difficult to make sure that they are following your branding guidelines. So that's all about paid media. These are the different modules within paid media, SEO and ASO. When you go to Google and you search for something, let's say you go to Google, you search for Google Ads course. Now I sell Google Ads course on my website. Now there are a lot of websites that appear there. Who appears on the top, who appears on the second, third, fourth. This is called ranking. Now, most of the companies want that they rank on the first one. Just keep in mind, now we are talking about organic results. If I search for Google Ads course, there will be some paid ads, which basically the SEM guys run, which we discussed. Now I'm talking about the organic results, which appear below the ads, which don't have this sponsored tag. Now, to rank your website on top for certain keywords, that is when you use SEO guys. Their job is basically to make sure they optimize your website. They put keywords, they put meta tags, they do a lot of things to make sure your website ranks on top for certain keywords. So when somebody is searching for Google Ads course, our website appears on top, even on second, third, fourth. There are different KPIs they discuss with the clients that in 6 months we'll ensure you're on the first page. In 1 year, we'll ensure that you're on the first rank for 10 keywords or whatever. Similarly, when you go to App Store or Google Play Store, if you search for arcade games, what are the apps that will appear there in the search results? These guys, ASO guys, they're specialized not on websites, they're specialized on optimizing these apps to appear on top results when somebody searches in these app stores. That's why they're called ASO, which is App Store Optimization. It's fundamentally the same job, but SEO guys do it for the website, ASO guys do it for the apps. They also need to have understanding of kind of Google Analytics to understand that basically, okay, now we are ranking, people are clicking on our organic results, they come to our website. Are they spending time or not? Are they finding the website useful or not? Basically, SEO comes within two different variants. One is off page and one is on page. What you do on page, off page guys, they basically look at the other factors which are not directly linked to the page. For example, how many links direct to your website. This is off page. This is not something you do on the page. They also use an important tool called Search Console, which is again a Google tool, which gives them idea about how their website is doing and stuff like that. SMM, which is social media marketing. Now, these are the guys who basically manage social media pages of brands, and it includes deciding on the content calendar, creating a content calendar like a plan that what kind of content they will be publishing on the social media pages. For example, if I'm a social media manager, I'm working for a brand, I will in advance plan that, okay, for the next month, what will be my strategy? What kind of content will I post? So there will be educational content, 25%, there will be content about our testimonials, 25% will show kind of backstage or whatever. Like each company has different strategy. This strategy is decided by these guys, which is social media marketing guys. And then again, they kind of work with the graphic designer team, the production team, to come up with these kind of videos which they will publish on their website. They will create these graphics and things like that. They also do moderation, which means if somebody is adding comments to all the big brands, if you go to their social media page, you see a post, you comment, they will reply to you. These are the guys who actually do that. And if you're average in this field, this is probably the field along with the SEO guys who get paid the least. I'm talking about the average. If you are the best ever guy in SEO or SMM, you might be an exception, get more than the paid media guys do. But at the same time, there are a lot of jobs available for SMM because every company needs them. Even if they don't do paid media, everybody needs someone to manage their social media pages. Now, these guys as well use different kind of tools for like social monitoring or things like that, like Hootsuite and Social Bakers. And there are a lot of tools actually they use. Recently, if you see, there's a new branch in social media called influencer marketing. Now, there are certain guys who are specialized in basically handling these influencers. They kind of do research that who is the best influencer for this campaign, who should we talk to, and they negotiate with them and they do these kind of things with them. And the new field these days within social media is ORM, which is online reputation management. So these guys are specialized in basically tracking what are people commenting on different review sites, Google reviews, and they make sure that there are good things only post about them. If there's a bad thing, they can request to Google that, okay, this guy is just talking, he's not a verified purchase or whatever. There are a lot of techniques they use to remove these negative comments, and sometimes they even reach out to them, these guys, that what went wrong, and they help them to fix that issue and ask them to remove the comments. But you get the idea, which leads us to our next field within organic, which is email marketing. Due to a lot of changes in this industry, now email marketing is becoming very, very important. When you register, you submit your email address to a company, or some companies ask you to provide your email address for a newsletter and stuff like that. But what do those companies do with these email addresses? That's what email marketing guys do. And there are different subdomains within email marketing. One is automation. Automation is basically when you go to Amazon, you register, let's say you get an email, okay, you should purchase Prime because these are the benefits. After 2 days, you will see, okay, there's an offer, 30% off, or there's a coupon code just for you. You buy something, you get an email, okay, this is your purchase, you have purchased this is your receipt. And after 2 days, if you buy a laptop, they'll say, okay, this is a sleeve you might be interested in. All of this is automated. And who does that is basically these email marketing teams, the guys who are handling email marketing. Now, within email marketing, there are two different fields. One is the tech side, which is who develop these kind of automations. They set up different kind of triggers, rules, and data collection policies in the backend. They use tools like HubSpot, which is a long-term sponsor on our channel. And then there are non-tech guys who basically write the email. What should be the copy? What should the email say? So there are copywriters. There are guys who write these sequences. First day, this email should go to the person. Then there should be an upsell email, this one, and the third email and fourth email. So those are basically non-tech non-tech guys within email, but there can be people working for small companies who are working in their email marketing team, and they do both automation as well as non-tech stuff. And nowadays email marketing has become advanced as well. The guys who work on email marketing, they need to have understanding of analytical tools as well, because they need to analyze the open rates, conversion rates, and things like that. Sometimes they use dedicated links, tracking links, to understand the performance of each email campaign they do. If they are using tools like Braze and other tools which basically are CDPs, then the email marketing team, they basically do some very technical stuff as well, like the LTV analysis. They do different kind of probabilistic models about audience segmentation and things like that. For example, in a food delivery app, they create these kind of audiences, that who are the audiences that are going to churn, basically moving to another app or not order from our app anymore. So they create different kind of offers for them, and it can become very, very technical. But overall about this career, what I can tell you is this is a very important field now, and it's going to be even more important, because with the tracking changes in iOS, Google Chrome will not support third-party cookies. All the brands have realized that the first-party data, like collecting email addresses of their users, where they are in control and they can reach out to them whenever they want through emails, is becoming very important. So this channel is getting a lot of traction. And the good thing about email marketing is basically it's technically free. You just pay for the platform which you are using to collect the email address and send the email addresses. But if you have a huge list, it's technically free for you, because you own the email address. You can reach out to them whenever you want. Okay, now that we are done with paid media and we are done with organic, I just forgot to tell you, basically there's another field in digital marketing, which is basically analytics and BI. So I'll just write it here. So let's first move to analytics and BI. Then we can come back to the hybrid ones. Now in analytics and BI, it's pretty straightforward. What these people do is actually they are responsible of configuring your analytical tools like GA4 or GA, and they also are responsible for something called Google Tag Manager. So these people generally, what they're responsible is anything, all the websites, landing pages they have, they make sure that the Google Analytics is connected to them, all the events are set up properly, so that the marketing managers and other stakeholders, sales team or whatever, they have access to this data and they can see what's happening on the website, how many leads, which channel is generating leads, and how they also are responsible for e-commerce websites. They are very important, because they set up these things about calculating the ROAS of the campaigns and things like that, and it can be used by any team basically. They also take care of Google Tag Manager to set up any kind of pixels. You work with a new partner, you work with affiliates and all these things. But in big companies, they have setups in a way that it can get very, very technical, and there's a lot of demand for these guys there basically. And this is probably, I'll tell you, a lot of people understand Google Analytics, a lot of people understand Google Tag Manager, but I have seen a very few people who basically understand these two tools, and they also understand some marketing. Honestly, these are probably the highest paid guys. There is so much demand for these guys who have these skills, as well as they understand marketing. The other module within this particular discipline is visualization. Some call it visualization team, some call it BI team. So what these basically guys do is, in simple terms, they create these reporting dashboards. What they do is they help you connect your Google Ads, Meta Ads, your GA, and all the data sources you have from the sales team, from marketing team. They put it all together in a visualizing dashboard, because all the big companies have these dashboards where they see like a full funnel approach and things like that. And they work on tools like, let's say, Looker Studio, or it can be Power BI and other tools, basically depending on what that company is using. And that's BI and analytics, short and sweet. Now let's go to our last one, which is hybrid. These are the roles which basically just recently started, and before a few years they did not exist, or any of the other guys like paid media ads guys used to do these, but now there are specialized roles, and I'll tell you why and what they mean. The first one is e-commerce specialist. There's so much demand from Amazon sellers for guys who can basically optimize their Amazon listings, their products on Amazon, and run Amazon PPC ads. And there is basically a lot of things that go into the optimization, that your products are discoverable, your products rank higher. These are the guys who do that. Now, apart from Amazon, there are now so many Shopify businesses, how to run ads for Shopify business, how to create Google merchant feeds, how to create meta catalog. Now this has become a specialty of its own, and these are the guys who basically do it. Now before, it used to be done by, let's say here, paid social guys or PPC guys. I would say this is a super specialization. If you're very good at it, you can make a lot of money. The second hybrid role that has been popping up is basically sales funnel, basically guys who can create this sales funnel. Now a lot of education companies or the guys who sell courses, they use this kind of technique, that they will tell you, okay, you know what, watch our free webinar here. You go and you watch the free webinar. You have to register somewhere. Then once you watch the webinar, they will send you a link for a course for $10. You watch that, then they'll sell you a course for $100. Or even if it's not an upsell, so a lot of people will kind of create these landing pages, will give you a free template. You download the template, then you push you to buy a product or a course of a higher value. Now these are generally funnels. Now, these landing pages are specially created. There are videos there are testimonials. So it has become a field of its own. It can be done in a lot of cases. It's done by the paid media guys here, which is paid social or display or PPC guys. But now for these guys, because they have to create these very specialized funnels and preserve the conversion rate that a lot of people don't leave at every new step. So it has become a field of its own, and the people who are experienced in this are basically a hybrid role. And when these edtech companies hire, or these gurus or the book owners hire people, they look for people who are very specialized in this field. And the third and the last one is, I would say, content marketing specialist. Brands now understood that content marketing is basically going to be huge. If you look at my example, I use content marketing in a way as well, because I have YouTube channel, I post content, a lot of people consume my content, they get familiar with our brand, and some of them go and they buy our courses on our website, which is kind of a content marketing used as a top of the funnel to drive sales on our website. A lot of companies do that. I always mention one of the examples which is kind of a huge success for me. There was a consultant who basically helps companies to register here in UAE. I help them to create this content marketing strategy where they post on YouTube, TikTok, and even have their blog. People watch their content they talk about why you should come to UAE. If you register your company in UAE, which free zone should you choose? And a lot of people watch their videos, their content, and then they ask them, okay, can you help us to set up a business? And that's actually their core business. You will see a lot of big content creators doing this now. They help other companies to create content on YouTube or TikTok and stuff like that, and basically use this channel as to get awareness, to sell products and things like that. So these are kind of the specialized roles or hybrid roles that have come up now. Now this used to be done, content marketing, by these social media guys here as well. So basically these are most like the 95% of the most important roles and fields within digital marketing, and that's how they fit with each other. So I hope you are not confused anymore about all this. Now that you have a fair understanding of different roles and terminologies used in this industry, here are my top 4 advices for you if you are beginning in this industry. Choose a digital marketing niche that lights you up, that kind of motivates you, because this is a very rewarding career, but at the end of the day, it has its challenges. So if you want to be in this for long term, you need to pick your niche accordingly. No matter what niche you choose for yourself, don't fall for FOMO, which is fear of missing out, by the terminology other people are using, the case studies they're posting on LinkedIn. As I always say, pick a niche, go deep, and then go wide, and avoid the noise. The third one is, don't waste your time and money after scammers who teach you like tits and bits here and there, and promise you hundreds and thousands of dollars every week. And the fourth one is the most important one. It is, when you start, you need to have a vision, that when you start this journey of learning digital marketing, what is the end game? What is the end vision? And it doesn't have to be chasing after jobs and salaries and salary hikes. In most of the cases, if you learn digital marketing the right way, and if you have a career, you work on different projects or work for different companies and brands, you need to have a vision that after certain years, I need to be in a position, I need to be a digital marketer who can kind of lay down end-to-end digital marketing strategies for a brand and have it executed or implemented yourself. Once you reach that point, you can use your digital marketing skills as an enabler to grow your own business. Find a product, find a business, and use your marketing skills to grow your own business. I have discussed this in detail in this video here, which you can watch. Or an interesting watch for you can be these two videos where I discuss, if I have to learn digital marketing, how would I start now? That's all for this video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.